this changes things.
Economics, man.
This is a Thor News presentation.
Deal with it.
Wait.
Starting to see pictures, ain't you?
Every day we have, of course, a little bit extra of concerning news.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you were watching the signs of the way the global economy is ebbing and flowing, I gotta say, it's a pretty bad sign, man. It's a pretty bad sign. That's right, we were over at Bloomberg talking about how 1 minute plunge sends Chinese stock futures down by a 10% limit. That's weird. May 30th, 2016. Unexplained drop follows similar move in Hong Kong this month. The futures exchange said to start investigation into the tumble. Yeah, it signals that the economy's broken, man. You know? It signals major shifts to shit. This is pretty much a beast dragon economy held up by smoke mirrors and wonky chit-chat. As long as you know that, you're good to go. Asterisk. I think at this point. I'm not sure at this point. Anybody's good to go. Chinese stock index futures plunged by the daily limit before snapping back in less than a minute. The second sudden swing to rattle traders this month. And I wanted to mention that the more I've been learning about this stuff, I have a feeling that the powers that be at the tippity top like to use astrology. So in Mercury transit, I just had a weird feeling that was the slow signal that the next crash may begin. Technically that is astrology, so you don't want to base your financial moves on that, man. I was just throwing it out there. That's what I do. I read you the news, give you my opinion, tell some jokes, and I get out. It's up for you to decide what's going on. Man, I'm not here to tell you how to think. That's science's job. Contracts on the CSI 300 index dropped as much as 10% at 10:42 a.m. local time, recovering almost all of the losses in the same minute. Boom, boom. It's like an algo automatic currency whip back. Like, pump those renminbi in there, baby. They're backstopping it. But that's easy, I guess, when you print digital currencies. Wouldn't be surprised if the Chinese central bank owns a lot of those shares. Look at that thing. That's a hell of a drop. You know? More than 1,500 June contracts changed hands in that period, most all day. According to data compiled by Bloomberg, the China Financial Futures Exchange is investigating the tumble. Oh, I'm sure they are. Said people familiar with the matter, who asked not to be named because they are authorized to speak publicly. The market has jitters, y'all. The unexplained slump follows a similar drop in Hang Seng China Enterprises Index futures in Hong Kong on May 16th. A move that heightened anxiety among investors facing slower Chinese economic growth and a weakening yuan. Volume in China's stock index futures market, which was the world's most active as recently as July, has all but dried up after authorities clamped down on speculative trading during the nation's $5 trillion equity crash last summer. Oh man, I'm starting to think that summer's probably bad luck for China for whatever reason. I'm seeing patterns. I'm seeing trends, man. Tuesday's volatility had little impact on the underlying CSI 300, which rose 3.4%. Liquidity in the market is really thin at the moment. Fang Sishang, Shanghai-based Vice President General Manager at Orient Securities Futures Co., said by phone. I guess he was allowed to speak publicly. I gotta go. Alright, so yeah, the economy's a shit show, and nobody likes a shitstorm. So I'll now bid you adieu and remind you to enjoy every moment, because we never know what's gonna happen next. And the future is not promised to us. So I shall now go off. Peace out. God bless everyone.
Hit the button, baby.
For in Dungeons and Dragons, a dead end is a dead end.
Well, this changes things.
Economics, man.
This is a Thor News presentation.
Deal with it.
Wait.
Starting to see pictures, ain't you?
Every day we have, of course, a little bit extra of concerning news.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you were watching the signs of the way the global economy is ebbing and flowing, I gotta say, it's a pretty bad sign, man. It's a pretty bad sign.